Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have King of the Carnival from 1955. Now this is 12-chapter serial. Treasury agents Art Kerr and Jim Haynes are investigating a global counterfeiting operation believed to be linked to the circus. Acrobat Bert King agrees to help his old friend Art search for the counterfeiters, and he is assisted by his partner, June Edwards. And here we go with the first couple chapters of King of the Carnival. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
The greatest, the most amazing collection of laughs, thrills, and chills that was ever collected under one tent. Get your tickets now, folks, for one of the biggest shows on earth when you see the King of the Carnival.
No one but the ever-alert Treasury men would suspect that under the laughter and antics of the clowns lies the menace of secret enemy agents. Men who would flood foreign countries with counterfeit United States money, destroying confidence in our government and paving the way for their easy conquest.
Those bills you handed me were counterfeit. You're coming into headquarters and tell us about them.
Hey, Roo!
I'm an undercover agent for the Treasury Department.
Oh, is that why you got into this scrap?
Mm-hmm. The barker at the sideshow was passing counterfeit money. Actually, very little of the stuff has been put in circulation in this country.
A sunken submarine on the ocean floor is their hideout. Until Uncle Sam's T-men go into action.
I'm supposed to turn out enough counterfeit currency to flood Europe, to depreciate the value of the United States dollar, and this is all the material you bring me.
The boss is doing the best he can.
Oh, you have to do better than that if we're to discredit America and persuade the European nations to turn to my country for help and protection.
This is the story of our T-men's relentless fight against these vicious criminals, making 12 of the most unusual episodes ever filmed. A Republic serial never to be forgotten. King of the Carnival, featuring Harry Lauter, Fran Bennett, Keith Richards, Robert Shane. King of the Carnival.
Attention, please. We now give you the world-famous daredevils of the trapeze, Bert King and June Edwards. Now watch carefully, folks, for this act will be performed without nets and over an open cage of ferocious lions.
25 cents, 1/4 of a dollar, we positively guarantee you $5 worth of thrills, chills, and tantalizing beauty.
I wonder if you could change this 20 for me. It's the smallest I got.
Why, sure, my friend, sure, of course. Always glad to patronize the customer. There you are. 10, 5, and 5. There we are. $20. Yes, sir, folks, there's still time. Step right up.
Just a minute, I'm from the Treasury Department.
So, what about it?
Those bills you handed me were counterfeit. You're coming into headquarters and tell us about them.
Hey, Rube! Hey, Rube!
All right, hold it, Sam.
But he stole my pocketbook.
Well, you're crazy. He's a friend of mine.
I said he stole my...
So you lay off this man. He's a friend of mine. Now get back to work. I'll talk to both of you later. Well, I see I had to get you out of another jam.
Yeah, I'm still pretty good at it.
What got you into this scrap?
It's a long story. Any place we can go and talk it over alone?
Yeah, my dressing room. How are you,
Bert. So you're a trapeze artist now, huh? Well, I guess that figures. All that paratrooping we did during the war probably got you used to trying to break your neck.
Oh, maybe, but this is not half as tough as the jumps we used to make. Besides, the pay's better.
Yeah.
What goes on, Art? I haven't had a chance to talk to you since we got out of the Army.
No, Bert, because I can't talk too much about my job. I'm an undercover agent for the Treasury Department.
Oh. Is that what got you into the scrap?
Yeah. The barker at the sideshow was passing counterfeit money.
Sam? Why, Artie's been with the show for years. What got you onto it?
We picked up small amounts of the phony paper in several towns where this circus is played. I was checking on the outfit. That chap Sam passed me some of the stuff.
Do you think there's anyone else in the circus involved?
We don't know. Actually, very little of the stuff has been put in circulation here. But so much has been shipped abroad that it's likely to depreciate the value of United States currency over there.
Take a lot of counterfeit.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's all coming from the same place?
practically sure. It's especially well made for plates that are almost perfect. We have reason to believe it's being turned out in this country, the bulk of it shipped abroad. But apparently some of it's leaking out through the circus.
And you figure there's someone here in touch with the plant?
Uh-huh. That's where you come in.
Me?
You can get around. Maybe you can spot a suspect for us and we can trail him to the plant.
Well, we only have a week of shows left. We are going to spend our winter quarters here. Would give me a chance to look around for you.
Good. Look, if you get anything real hot, call me at this number.
Good.
You thinking of putting that fellow into your act?
No, he's an old buddy of mine. We're in the paratroopers together. Just dropped by for a visit.
Oh, I see. I was hoping you found another substitute to replace Mac.
Oh, Mac's not too bad. I think we can take a chance on him for the rest of the season.
I hope so.
Hey, Daley, that east guy wire on my high stand was a little loose today.
I know. We just fixed it.
Nice work.
We'd better check with the boss before we leave.
If there's any change in orders, he'll let us know.
you.
Hello, Zorn. You got some more stuff for us?
Of course I have more. I can always make it faster than you will take it away.
Sure, but the boss knows what he's doing.
I suppose so. It is essential those Europeans think it is the United States government which is flooding their countries with printing press money. And we must do everything we can to hasten the day when they'll turn to my country for help.
From what I hear, we're doing all right.
And we will continue to. But I'll need more paper soon.
Well, the man we have in the printing office can only get away with so much at a time. I'll bring out another batch next trip.
Won't be too long.
Come in.
Did you get it?
Yeah, we delivered to the usual place. No trouble at all.
You were lucky. That man who tried to grab Sam is a Treasury Department operative, which means they must be watching this circus.
Well, they didn't spot us.
It was no thanks to you.
Well, we'll use real money after this.
Very well. Now I have another job for you. That Treasury man had a talk with Bert King when he was here.
You think Bert King's an undercover man, too?
He might be. You'll have to find out. He and June are rehearsing one of their acts. So search his quarters. Look for any letters or papers that will tie him in with the Treasury Department.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
We ought to have a piece of shock cord to tie it off.
Yeah, I've got some in the dressing room. I'll go get it. Hey, what goes on here?
Well, that new act of yours tomorrow. The ring will be quite a job, so we want to get started on it tonight. I'm just looking for the diagram of your setup.
You could have asked me for it.
How do we know you'd still be around?
You could have asked. I know what you two are looking for, but neither one of you will leave this tent till I searched you.
Nobody searches me.
That's what you think.
Okay. Go ahead.
What's going on around here? What's this all about?
I don't know. I caught these two ransacking my room.
We're only looking for his rigging diagram.
What do you think they were after?
I don't know. I haven't got anything worth stealing.
So you blew your top and started a fight.
No, wait a minute.
Well, I can understand how you get mad, but we can't have any trouble like this around here. And you had no business going through his stuff. Now scram. Did you get hurt?
Oh, just a nasty bump on the shoulder. I'll be able to go on tomorrow.
Come in.
We searched Bert King's place, and we didn't find a thing. He caught us, and we had a brawl.
Did the police get in on it?
No, Carter broke it up. We're in the clear.
Perhaps. But if he should be tied in with the T-men, he'll really be suspicious of you now. Are you going to rig the apparatus for his act tomorrow?
Yeah.
Then set it up so he'll have an accident. A fatal one.
All right.
How are we going to work that?
Well, I can cut part way through one of the ropes on that long trapeze he uses over the lands.
That ought to do it.
Yeah.
Get that cart out of here and clean this place up. Oh, Bert.
Yes, Mr. Carter?
I thought you said you'd be able to work today.
Well, I thought I'd be able to, but my shoulder stiffened up on me this morning. The doc told me to take it easy. But Mac can take my place this afternoon.
You think you can handle it?
I sure can, Mr. Carter.
Well, this is a special act, you know. You'll be working over an open lion cage without any nets.
It'll be okay, Mr. Carter. Mac and I have rehearsed together a lot of times.
Okay, kids, it's your necks. Good luck. You better get in your costumes. You'll be on in half an hour.
Yes, sir.
We'll be ready.
taken his place. Now what?
Nothing we can do about it. It's Mac's hard luck.
Can't do any good up there with a bad shoulder.
Maybe not, but I'm going to try.
Let me go, June. You can't hold me.
We'll make it, Mac. Hang on.
Close. Bert. It's all right, June. But don't expect that for every performance, Mr. Carter.
But why would anyone try to kill Mac?
Wasn't meant for Mac. How could anyone have known that he was going to be up there instead of me?
Of course, it was rigged to get you. Do you have any idea who did it?
Maybe I'll explain later. Daley, Travis, come here.
What's on your mind?
This?
Hey, it's been cut.
That's right.
Well, what do you know? I'll check on it.
Never mind, the police will check on it.
Hey, look, fella. I'm the chief rigger here, and it's up to me to find out what went wrong. I'm taking that rope.
Not this time.
Yeah?
What's the alibi this time?
I'll show you. This is what almost killed Mac and me.
You think they did it?
Well, they're the ones that rigged the act. They seem to be laying for me for some reason or other.
Oh, you're guessing again. You'd have a tough time proving anything like that in court. Daley, what's your story?
All I wanted was to look at that rope. I'm the guy that's responsible for the rigging.
Yeah, you're right. You are responsible for almost getting 2 men killed. I can't ask June and Bert to trust to your rigging anymore. You can set up that tumbling act tonight, but you're hauling out of here the first thing in the morning. You're fired, Daley. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
You too, Travis. I'll call off your act for tonight and get a new rigging crew tomorrow. All right, break it up, everybody. Back to your work. Break it up.
Well, at least we've seen the last of them.
No, I'm afraid we haven't. Look, June, I may need your help, so I just won't tell you the whole story. A friend of mine, Art Kerr, who was here yesterday afternoon, is an undercover agent for the United States Treasury Department. And he believes a gang of counterfeiters are using this circus as a front.
And you think Daley and Travis could be in on it?
I don't know. But they seem to have gotten awfully interested in what I was doing right after Art asked me to be a front for him.
That could explain it. They should be tops on your suspect list.
They are. That's exactly what I'm going to tell Art. We'll see you later.
I know what happened, but perhaps it's just as well. You'll be safer working from another location. I may want to use your quarters again, so leave the clock radio there. I'll contact you through the set in your car when I need you again.
Okay, but we ought to get more paper to Zorn pretty soon.
There's a supply at the usual place. Take that out and tell him we'll have more as soon as possible.
All right. Well, that's that. We better go to work.
Yeah, it's no use getting Carter any madder at us than he is now.
June.
Hi, Bert. What'd you find out?
Well, I got a job for tomorrow. I'll need you to work this gadget.
What is it?
It's a radar-controlled direction finder. This needle always points to a special sending device, which I've already planted in Daley's car. Come on, I'll give you an idea how it works.
I'll take it. Is this all the paper you brought?
That's all we could get.
I'm supposed to turn out enough counterfeit currency to flood Europe, to depreciate the value of the United States dollar, and this is all the material you bring me.
The boss is doing the best he can.
Oh, you have to do better than that if we're to discredit America and persuade the European nations to turn to my country for help and protection.
road runs into the ocean just around that bend. There's no telling what we might run into, so we better pull the car over the side of the road and walk the rest of the way.
Cave.
Yeah, let's get a little closer.
Right behind us.
Well, we can't head back to town. Maybe we can lose him in the mountains.
Jumped. Looks like he's all right.
Well, we're in the clear anyway. Call the boss and get his orders.
Calling V. Calling V. The girl was there when we left. There's nothing she can find. She's probably gone by now.
But they'll be sure to search the cave thoroughly as soon as they can. Get back there at once. Remove all your equipment and set up a booby trap. Darth will be in your room at the circus, so anytime you can't contact me, send your messages through him.
Yes, sir.
No sign of her. I better call Zorn. Zorn. Zorn.
What is it?
This cave has been spotted and we're gonna have to quit using it for a while.
What about me?
They'll never find you out there. We'll get in touch with you again as soon as the heat's off here.
Very well. But don't forget, I'll need more paper soon. We must keep this counterfeit flooding the European nations if we are to discredit America and build up the prestige of my country.
You'll get the paper. Give me a hand. Start loading your stuff into the car while I rig a booby trap.
All right.
Hello, Bert.
Oh, hi, Art. Art, this is June Edwards, Art Kerr.
How do you do, Mr. Kerr?
Glad to meet you. Bert tells me he's got you mixed up on this business, too.
Why, yes, I hope it's all right.
It's all right with us. We can use all the help we can get on this case. That gang is pouring so much counterfeit into Europe that it's threatening to depreciate the value of U.S. currency over there. And another thing.
Oh, hi, Mr. Carter.
Hello, folks.
Mr. Carter, I want you to meet a friend of mine, Art Kerr.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Aren't you the treasurer man who spotted one of our barkers passing counterfeit money?
Oh, yes.
Well, I hope you're not going to pick up any more of us.
No, I just came here to visit with Bert.
Good. Oh, now that we're in winter quarters, you two kids might as well take a few days off before you start rehearsing your new routines.
Well, thanks, Mr. Carter.
See you later.
How about going to your dressing room, Bert, huh?
Well, sure, Art. Take care of this, will you, June?
Nice meeting you, Art.
Come in.
That T-man is talking to Bert in his dressing room. Listen in on them.
Yes, sir.
They obviously aren't making counterfeit in that cave, or June would have seen their equipment, but they could be using it for a pickup point.
And you think they might have been smuggling it in by sea?
I don't know. Whatever they're doing, that cave should be thoroughly investigated. If we check it and the adjoining beach closely enough, we should find some sort of clue.
Well, that's that. Anybody opens that door now, they'll never live to tell about it. Come in.
Where are you?
At the cave entrance. We cleaned out the cave and set a booby trap.
That T-man visited Bert again. They got in a fight with Garth and killed him. After the police took over, they left here in a hurry. They're probably going to investigate the cave, so stand by and see what happens.
Yes, sir. Better get the car out of sight. The edge of the canyon. Check the entrance from there.
Why didn't Art send some of his own men to cover the case?
Well, he's afraid the counterfeiters have been watching his regular agents. And he doesn't want to tip them off that he's suspicious about their cave.
Everything looks quiet enough, huh, Bert?
Yeah, they're not likely to come back for a while. Gotta get closer. Now, what do you know? You know, this would be a handy place to land stuff in the sea at that.
Yes, it would.
Let's search the cave. You know, if there's any counterfeit here, it's sure to be hidden. Maybe behind loose rocks or even buried. Just take this and tap around those walls, see if you can find anything loose.
All right.
Gotta find that door sure.
Save us a job if they do.
Bert, I've hit on something.
You sure have. It's a camouflage door.
See if you can find some kind of a spring or a catch. That did it. Booby trap. Here's a tripwire. There, that fixed it.
Nothing.
Except enough explosives to blast this place to bits. Let's move in on them.
Why would they booby trap this place? There's nothing here.
This is no good.
I'm gonna throw a shot in those explosives.
No, it'll get us too.
We'll be all right here.
This is no good.
I'm gonna throw a shot in those explosives.
No, it'll get us too.
We'll be all right here.
All right, get on your feet. Get my hat, Judy. All right, get going. It's all right now, June. Let's go. Well, we've lost him.
Where did that gas bomb come from?
Well, someone must have sneaked in through the beach tunnel. Let's take a look out there.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, I drew a blank, too. We better report back to Art.
Calling V. Calling V.
Come in.
You must be right about Bert working for the Treasury Department. He and the girl came out here to search the cave.
Did they find anything?
Only the camouflage door. They disconnected the booby trap from that. We tried to gun them down, but they almost got us instead. Zorn had to come in and throw a gas grenade to break us loose.
Is Zorn safe?
Sure, they'll never find him.
We'll have to change our whole plan of operation now, thanks to that interfering acrobat. Go to the old farm, where we used to keep the circus horses, and set up your headquarters in the barn. Keep your car radio open. I'll give you orders as soon as I work out a new plan.
What's wrong with using the old house?
There is no shortwave radio in the house, and I might want to contact you at any time.
June. June.
What'd you find out?
Oh, nothing much. I told Art the whole story, but he can only make the same guess we did. That the counterfeiters were using that cave, but they've abandoned it by now.
Does he think they were printing the counterfeit there?
No, he figures they were using the cave as a transfer point.
With that tunnel leading right to the beach, it would be an ideal place to smuggle the money in from the ocean.
Or vice versa.
What do you mean?
Well, almost all the counterfeit is being distributed abroad by some foreign power to depreciate the value of United States currency and persuade other European countries to line up with our enemies. All indications are that the stuff is being made in this country. Now, they might have used that cave to run it out by boat to some foreign ship or submarine.
That could be it. But now that they've abandoned the cave, what other leads do we have?
Well, none except for Daley and Travis, if we ever find them. But I guess any other connection we pick up around the circus will help.
Do you suppose some of the gang are still working here?
Well, it could be. We've located 4 of them so far already in the circus. So Art wants us to keep looking around, see if we can pick up something else.
We're not going to do anything more about the cave?
No, we're not. But Art's planting a remote-controlled TV camera at the entrance of the cave, so he'll know at once whether anyone goes in or out again. Oh, hello, Mr. Carter.
Hello, kids. Enjoying your vacation?
We sure are. How much longer do we have?
Well, not as long as I'd expected. While we're in winter quarters, I think I'll put you in a few one-day carnival acts.
Oh, where?
Well, the first one will be Saturday at Carfax. That's a little town about 50 miles down the coast. I think you better take a run down there and look the place over so you'll know what you need for rigging your equipment.
Well, sure, we'll leave this afternoon.
Good. I'll see you when you get back.
Looks like Mr. Carter's taking care of our plans for a while.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, let's get going.
Come in. It appears that the Treasury Department has assigned Bert to watch everyone around the circus. That will seriously interfere with our plan, so he must be removed. He and the girl have just left the circus to drive down the coast highway to Carfax. You are to pick them up along the way and run them off the road.
All right. Open the doors.
Sure.
behind us is the same kind as Daley's.
Hey, that's right. Looks like they're trailing us. Try to keep an eye on them.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on, he's gonna try to run us off the road. There's a gun in the glove compartment. See what you can do with it. Split up and meet later. You try to follow Travis. I'm going up to Daley.
Daley.
Nice going, June. Where's Travis?
I don't know. I never saw him after he ran out. But there are plenty of places around here where he could be hiding.
Well, I guess we'll have to settle for this one. Let's get back to the car.
Hold it.
find a gun.
We were all set to finish him off when 2 guards showed up. We had to run for him.
That's bad. I'd give a lot to be rid of him, but you'll get another chance. In the meantime, I want you to pick up a supply of paper for Zorn and take it out to him.
Do you think it's safe to use that cave again?
Yes. I sent a man out there this morning, and there are no guards around.
All right, sir.
Well, what do you think of the carnival set up at Carfax?
Well, we didn't make it, Mr. Carter. We had motor trouble. Besides, I thought June and I might get some rehearsing done today.
Oh, well, we don't open up till Saturday. We still have time.
Sure, we'll make it.
When are we going?
Well, I'd like to stick around as long as I can to see if Art does get anything at the cave. There's just a chance that Daley and Travis might have headed that way after they get away from us.
Does Art have that remote-control TV camera set up at the cave yet?
Well, they're working on it now. Well, should we get to that new routine?
I'll get ready.
I better check with Art. Calling HQ, calling HQ, 27 calling HQ.
Come in, June.
2 men just drove up. They went into the cave carrying some equipment and hand luggage. What do you want us to do?
If that's a transfer point like I think it is, let them leave the stuff and stand by to nail whoever picks it up. But I want to keep track of them, too. So plant a direction indicator in their car. I'll alert our cruise car to trail them, and I'll put Bert King on the job, too.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mike. Take this indicator and hook it onto their car. I'll stand by and keep you covered.
Hi, Zorn. Some more paper for you.
So you're able to use the cave again, huh?
Yeah, no trouble at all.
Good. Now you can start taking out money. There's plenty of it here.
Well, we can't move it just yet. We could take it ashore, but the boss isn't sure just how much they know about our setup. He's afraid to contact any of his foreign agents for a while.
Afraid? Huh. All this money is doing no good here. It should be in circulation in Europe, depreciating the value of the United States currency and making friends for my country.
Sure, I know. But we don't want to risk losing our whole setup. I'll be back to pick up the stuff when it's safe.
Won't be too long. Must be as soon as possible.
Calling HQ, calling HQ, 27 calling HQ.
Come in, Jim. Are you there, Bert?
Yes, Art.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
They just pulled out. The direction indicator's planted in their car.
Good. Our patrol car is cruising the highway now. It'll be ready to pick them up. Bert, you keep in touch with the patrol car.
Right.
Calling 36. Calling 36. 34 calling 36.
Come in, Bill.
We ran them down. They're holed up at an old farm at the end of Ewing Road. You'd better get here and identify them for us.
Good, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Hi, Bill.
You still there?
Yeah, in the old barn. You can move around to the side and get a look at them through the window.
Okay.
They're the ones we want. Give us a signal and we'll move in. You stand by to cover the side of the place.
Right.
Let's go. Hold it!
What's up? A couple of men moving in on us. Must be the law.
There might be more of them around the back. We'll crash out in the car.
on now. I got a glimpse of them running into those trees.
Well, let's report to Art.
Calling V. Calling V. Calling V.
Come in.
We're in the bungalow. The T-men traced us to the barn, and we had to shoot our way out. The barn blew up, and we've lost the car and all our gear.
What became of the diving helmets?
Well, one of them was left in the car. They'll find that for sure.
Which will immediately tip them off. They'll know what we're using the cave for. You must get down there at once and have Zorn give you all the money he has ready. Then tell him to plant mines on the ocean bottom between the beach and the wreck. That should hold them back until we can arrange to move him and the paper presses out of there.
All right, but we'll need a car.
I'll send one out to you at once. Work as fast as you can. The T-men are sure to be out there as soon as they can get diving gear.
All right.
Well, we have time to eat anyway.
This diving gear proves they're carrying on some kind of underwater operation off that beach.
Do you suppose they could be smuggling the counterfeit in by submarine?
No, I doubt it. Most of the stuff is being sent abroad. It's more likely they're sending it out of the country instead of bringing it in.
They could be hiding it underwater till a boat picks it up.
That's my guess, too, but we got to make sure. You've done some diving, haven't you, Bert?
Sure.
Well, none of my men have, and it would take time to get a professional diver, so how about tackling it this afternoon? I'll be glad.
Bert, aren't we supposed to go up to Carfax to look over that carnival setup today?
Yeah, we were, but I might try to talk Carter out of it.
Look, I'd hate to get you in trouble with your boss, but this is mighty important, and we've got to act right away before they get a chance to remove any evidence.
Maybe they've already cleaned it out.
We've got a remote control television set up to cover the cave, and we have a man watching the screen all the time. Nobody's been in there yet.
I'll go talk to Carter.
Good.
Mr. Carter. I'd like to take off again this afternoon, Mr. Carter.
I know you got time off coming to you, Bert, but this carnival job has got to be ready by Saturday. Now, how about it?
Well, tomorrow won't be too late. I've got some very important personal business I'd like to attend to.
Having a lot of personal business to take care of lately, aren't you, Bert?
Well, yes. Yes, I am. But after all, we are in winter quarters, and I'm on half pay. I think I'm entitled to take off if I want to.
I don't mind you taking off, but don't let me down.
Carter didn't like it, but he said I could go.
Good. You've got Daley's diving helmet, and Jim Haynes is picking up the rest of the gear right now. I'll tell him to pick you up here in about an hour.
I'll be ready.
I still think we're wasting our time parking way up here.
Well, that's better than being out in the open if we have to make a quick getaway.
Zorn, come in.
Yes, what is it?
We want all the money you have ready, but you'll have to bring it in to us. We've lost our diving helmets.
Is it safe for me to come ashore?
Right now it is, but we're expecting trouble. After you bring the money to us, the boss wants you to lay out those mines between the wreck and the beach. I'll meet you on the beach.
Very well.
This is Bert. Come in, Art.
Our TV just picked up Daley and Travis walking into the cave. Where are you?
Just about to turn off the highway. We'll reach the cave in about 15 minutes.
Good. Watch your step. You'll probably walk into a scrap.
We'll be careful. This is all over. Good.
Did you get it all?
Yeah, let's go.
Hold it.
Okay, Bert, Chris.
Well, I got away. Any broken bones? No, just a couple lumps. How's your leg?
Oh, twisted my ankle somewhere along the line. Just what we've been looking for.
You know, Jim, that bag was wet when Daley brought it in. They must have some kind of a storage place out there underwater.
Yeah, it's got to be it. Do you feel like looking around?
Sure. Did you rest that ankle? I'll go get the diving gear.
Right.
Let's go around by the beach and sneak up on them through the tunnel.
Bert, you're all set. Good luck. I mean it. You can also use this telephone line to find your way out if you get turned around.
Art saw the amount of counterfeit in that package, well, he really got worried. He said if they can turn stuff out like that and dump it in foreign countries, it's only a question of time till our American currency will be worthless.
Gee, that could really cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Art wants me to sign on as a regular undercover agent for the Treasury Department.
But what about our act?
We are in winter quarters. All we'll have to do is make a few carnival dates. I think we can manage to make them in.
That carnival act's all set for tomorrow, but they've put in a different routine. We won't be using you, June.
What is the act?
A high diving act. You'll be working with Matt Winston.
All right. Oh, Mr. Carter, if you don't mind, I'd like to take an outside part-time job for the rest of the winter layoff.
What kind of a job?
Well, it's rather personal. I'd rather not say if you don't mind.
Well, if you want to try to handle 2 jobs at one time, that's your business, I guess. After all, you are here on half pay during the winter.
Well, thanks, Mr. Carter. Well, I guess that's that. I'll tell Art I can work with him now.
How about taking me out to see your act tomorrow?
Good. I'll pick him up about 9. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Come in.
I have reason to believe that Bert King has taken a job with the Treasury Department. You'll have to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Is he quitting the circus?
No. He's putting on a carnival act in Carfax tomorrow. Go out there and find some way to sabotage the apparatus.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like a large order.
That could be. The thing to do is to watch the afternoon show and figure out what we can do then. This is Bert King.
Good, John, eh? Okay, now, boy, do your stuff.
Cutting partway through those guy wires will do the trick.
They'd probably check the rigging before starting the act. See, we could float a few inches of gasoline on the water in the tank. When the torch hits, the gas will take off and boil over. Everything will catch on fire, including the tower, with them on it.
Sounds good.
Let's collect some gas. We'll give them a big show tonight.
Hey, Daley, want to stick around and see what happens?
Yeah.
Better slide down these guy wires.
Call the boss and tell him about it.
Calling V. Calling V.
Come in.
We missed King again, but we got away all right.
That's not much help to me. Where are you now?
On the road back to town.
Go into Slim's place in Conan Alley and pay him off for that last batch of paper.
Yes, sir.
Calling B. Calling B.
Come in, June. Where are you? I've been looking all over for you.
Daley and Travis were at the Carnival. I hid out in the back of their car. They drove to town and left the car parked in Conan Alley between 3rd and 4th Street. I'm using their radio now.
You better keep out of sight. I'll get there as fast as I can.
I'll wait for you just west of the alley on 4th Street.
Good. I'll look for you there. Are they still there?
They went into that building down there where their car is parked.
Well, then go find a phone. You better call Art at home because there's nobody in the office this time of night. You tell him I'll stand by here. All right, hold it. All right, take your guns out and get rid of them. I said get rid of them.
Was that Daley?
Yeah, I tried to get him, Bert, but he ran around the side of that building.
No, we can't catch him now. Did you get a hold of Art?
He's on his way here.
Oh, good. Well, at least we got their car. Might give us some kind of a lead.
It will. I know the wavelength they were using for their radio calls.
Good. We'll stay here and wait for Art.
All ready, Bert.
Oh, good, June. Now, here's the story. The team have installed a radio direction finder in Daley's car, which we're going to use to try to locate the leader of the counterfeiters. You don't understand me, do you, June?
No, I don't.
Well, let me put it this way. Now, you told us the man you heard talking to Daley and Travis last night over their car radio seemed to be their boss, right?
Yes, he was giving them orders.
When the team men checked that radio, they found it was built to operate on illegal wavelength, which must mean that's the way the gang communicates. Now, the team men have built another set just like that, which they have in their office. So by using that one, the one in Daley's car, we'll be able to pick up their sending station. Understand?
I believe so.
That's good. It's called triangulation.
This could be it.
Come in.
That's Daley.
Where are you?
We're at the bungalow. We tried to contact you. Bert King traced us to Slim's and almost caught us. We had to leave the car.
Did they get it?
I suppose so.
Stay right where you are until I can find out what's happening. I'll send you another car.
Yes, sir.
Bearing from here is 265. Better switch over to Art's wavelength.
Okay.
Calling headquarters. Calling headquarters.
Hello, Bert, you get that?
Yep. The reading from here is bearing 265.
Hold on to your hats, kids. That call came right from your circus. Now, you start searching that place right away. I'll get over there just as soon as I can get things organized.
Roger. Over and out.
Just because you're in winter quarters is no reason to slack off. Now get back to work.
I still don't trust Carter, but I gotta tell him anyway. Mr. Carter.
Yes?
That job I told you I was going to take is with the United States Treasury Department, trying to locate a gang of counterfeiters. We believe they're still operating out of this circus, and I have orders to search the place.
Well, that's amazing. Go right ahead, Bert. Anything I can do to help?
No, not now, thanks. I just want to look around a little.
Well, good luck to you.
Hank! What do you want? Well, Hank, I'm with the United States Treasury Department now. Do you mind if I look your place over?
Well, Clem, go ahead.
Thanks. You open this trunk? Never mind, Hank. You mind explaining where you got this?
Oh, I never saw it before.
Might as well talk now as later, Hank.
I tell you, I don't know anything about it. What are you trying to do, frame me?
It's the way you want it, Hank. I guess we'll just have to go to headquarters.
Nobody's pulling me in on a frame-up.
Looks like you stepped into something.
Yeah, I sure did. Oh, thanks for coming along, Mr. Carter.
Glad to do anything I can to help you fellas.
We certainly appreciate it. What'd you find out?
Well, maybe we better talk in my dressing room, huh?
Sure.
Thanks again, Mr. Carter.
Take care. Hey, Bert. Come here, look at this.
It's a weird-looking clock.
Uh-huh. This could be the stuff they're sending out their orders on.
It could be at that. If I remember right, the call signal was a series of buzzes. That's probably what this button's for.
What do you say we try?
What can we lose?
All right. This may not be much of a filter, but it might disguise my voice enough. Now, look, if I do contact them, I'm going to use you as bait for a trap, okay?
Why not?
All right. Here goes.
Come in.
Bert King is building a multi-wave radio which will intercept our calls. He'll be working on it this afternoon in a garage at 431 Mason Street. Finish him off and get the radio set.
Yes, sir. That voice sound funny to you?
Did a little at that.
We'll have to go ahead with it. But we'll take a couple of hand grenades and have a mighty good look at that garage before we go in.
I'll send a man with you, but you'll be in charge.
What is this garage setup?
Place we've used for deals like this before. The owner will move out and let you fellas take over.
Good.
This is quite a setup.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to make like I'm working on this radio. You better get over there where you can cover the front door.
All right.
Look for a back door or a window. Bert King's there all right, but I can't get a good shot at him from here.
No good. Open the door.
Toss a grenade in there. door. Toss a grenade in there.
Let's get him.
No, we'd be sitting ducks. Let's go out that way and try to circle around behind them.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. Let's go and see if they were caught by the explosion.
It's from the boss. T-men got under our radio wavelength, so I have to use this new set from now on. We're to pick up what counterfeit Zorn has ready.
You mean we've got to go down to that cave again? Why, that place will be loaded with T-men by now.
Well, last dope the boss had is that their divers couldn't find anything, so they gave up.
Did you ever hear of a T-man giving up on a deal as hot as this?
You're not paid to do the thinking for this outfit. The boss told us to go, so we're going.
Hello, Mr. Carter.
Bert, how's it going?
Well, okay so far, but I want to cruise around a little more, make sure the motor's all right before I start riding that high wire.
Can't say as I blame you.
Hi, Bert.
Hi, June.
Did the T-men get anything out of Hank?
No, he still claims he's being framed.
Maybe he was at that. I can't imagine a dumb muscle man like Hank being head of a big counterfeiting organization.
I can't either. Hart thinks he must be a small member of the gang. But he ought to know who the real boss is, since Daley and Travis were certainly receiving orders on that radio in his room.
It might have been just lying around here since Daley left. No one would have noticed it. After all, it looked like a clock, not a specially built radio set.
Well, that could be. But there must be somebody here working with the gang. Well, they seem to know every move I make. And they were tuned in on that radio.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Bert, I know I shouldn't ask questions about Treasury Department business, but after all, anything that goes on around this show does concern me. Would you feel free to tell me a little more about this whole setup? I'd hate to think they were actually making counterfeit here.
Well, they're not, Mr. Carter. But some of it has been handled by men who were working for you.
Are they still passing it from here?
No, we've stopped that. But it's being dumped abroad in large quantities.
Say, that's a big operation.
Yes, yes, it is. And it's obviously a plot by some organization or foreign power to depreciate the value of United States currency. Now, Mr. Carter, so much of that phony stuff is being circulated abroad that other countries are beginning to distrust our money.
So that's it. I had no idea that... Excuse me. Hello? Oh, yes, he's here. Bert, it's for you.
Thanks. You know. Yeah. I'll get out there right away. It was Art. Remote control television picked up somebody coming out of that cave again. Wants me to check on it.
Alone?
No, I'm going to meet Jim there.
Remember what you walked into the last time you went out there?
I'm not likely to forget. Be a good time to get a machine to work out.
We got here as soon as we could, Zorn. But this radio change has fouled up everything. Come ashore and bring any counterfeit money you have ready with you.
My last run is just off the press. It will take about half an hour to get it ready.
We'll wait, but make it as fast as you can.
I don't want to hang around here any longer than I have to.
All right.
Time is just right, Jim. Can't take credit for time, Bert. Been trailing you since you left the highway. It's all right to park here?
Yeah. It isn't much farther to the cave. We better sneak up on him quietly.
It's all right by me.
Zorn ought to be ready by now. I'll wait for him out on the beach.
Daley here?
Does it look like it?
Keep him here, Jim.
Yeah.
This is all I have. Good. He's not in there. I'm gonna check the beach. You all right, Jim?
A little woozy, but all right. Get him.
Wait.
No keys. Take the distributor head off the motor.
Look for a gun.
Good idea.
That's it.
There's some shells in the car.
Come on.
all right.
Hello, back already. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. That was the first couple chapters of King of the Carnival. And if you want, join us next week and we'll find out what happens. If you can, also go to YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show and hit like and subscribe, and you'll never miss one of my shows. You'll actually find there's over 100 shows there. So hope you do subscribe. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I hope. Stay safe.